let's take a look at the Kaiser Permanente keys to tonight's big match. C-Mac.
Well, for Cal Poly Mustangs, they got to handle the nerves. This is the biggest crowd they've played for this year. 1,400 was the biggest before. This is going to be almost 5 times that and much louder. And for Hawaii, they got to slow down. That's the offense of Cal Poly. It's the #1 offense in the country at hitting .315. That's a huge number. Hawaii's really got to be alert, especially at the pins.
Mustangs coming in 15-2 overall. They are unbeaten in the Big West Conference at 5-0. Hawaii 11-5 overall, also 5-0 in league. And the first set goes to the middle to Savannah Neiman. Hawaii now on the attack. Kendra Kelsch strikes first for the Rainbow Wahine as we take a look at the Hawaiian Tel FCU starting lineups, which will be scrolling at the bottom of your screen. Hawaii donning the pink tonight. It's a Dig Pink night to raise awareness in the fight against breast cancer. Savannah Kahakai will once again serve 1 serving 0. The service line will be pivotal here tonight. Here's Kelsch a second time. Goes down the line, and Kelsch is 2 for 2.
Well, you'll see us showing a lot of confidence in Kendra Kelsch. Kelsch really knows not only how to skateboard and surf, she can hit that right side pretty good.
5 kills, 5 blocks last night in the 3-set win for Hawaii over UC Santa Barbara. Kendra Kelsch putting in that contribution. Here's Adley Van Winden. 6'1" junior from Napa, California, one of 2 Van Winden sisters. Tori is the UCLA transfer, and I like the characterization of their aunt, Lisa Strand-Ma'a, who said, hey, Hawaii has to watch out for the VW van. That's right, Van Winden. The dink by Kelsch that time sniffed out outside. And the swing by Rayanne Grayson is dug up by Yosia. So Kelsch, the former setter, looking to go to the other pin, but unable to come through with that one.
I'll tell you what happened there. I think she expected to be a hitter again. At the last second, Yosia bumped it to her instead of the normal person she bumps it to, which is Kahakai, the libero.
So 2 serving 2, and here it comes from Adley Van Winden. Perfect pass there from Castillo, and Maglio in the middle gets the set from Noreen Yosia.
It's a serve and pass game. Hawaii passing pretty well right now. Cal Poly as well. Both offenses clicking.
Emily Maglio going for a career high 10 blocks last night to go along with 9 kills in that win over the Gauchos. Outside, it's Grayson, dug up by Granado. Yosia bump sets cross court to Casey Castillo, and that one is dug up by Catherine Broker. Now on the right side, Tori Van Winden off the block. So Claire Marie Anderson bump sets Granado, former Punahou teammates. Granado picked up, and then Maglio in the middle puts up the wall, and it's a roof.
Mags picking it right where she left off last night with those 11 blocks. Come on, with a block solo. I don't think she had any help there. She's all by herself there, yep. Good penetration, nice hands there by Mags.
So 4 serving 2. Right side, here's Tori Van Winden. Access denied by the largest block that Hawaii usually has to offer, Maglio and Castillo.
6'3" and 6'3", a couple good blockers out there. A tall Hawaii block, as you say.
Tori Van Winden, 11th in the nation, 3rd in the conference with 4.69 kills per set. Got stuffed that time, though, and Hawaii with the advantage here. Slide to Maglio. That's dug up by Broker. On the back row, Adley Van Winden has to just touch it over. Yosia touches it over herself and down.
Oh, I think she knew Kahakai was going to pass it up close to the net. She was going to take advantage of being a front row attacker there. Dumped it straight down, nobody home.
Some good body language on the side of Hawaii here to start this opening set, C-Mac.
They're really looking positive out there.
Tori Van Winden, though, you knew she wasn't going to stay quiet for long, getting 359 on the year. Opened her collegiate career at UCLA, was an all Pac-12 first-team selection for the Bruins. It was looking for a change of scenery, a better fit, and she found it at Cal Poly, and that is a seismic shift in the landscape and power balance in the conference.
Absolutely. And, you know, you don't see many freshmen make first-team all Pac-12. It's such a tough conference. And she made first team last year and was really had a terrific year. And I think joining up with her sister, I think, was part of the attraction.
7-3. Bump set goes to Grayson, blocked in room. Maglio getting her fingerprints all over this opening set. And a timeout taken by Cal Poly head coach Sam Crossan. So Hawaii makes the first statement. Plenty volleyball to go.
This presentation of Rainbow Wahine Volleyball is sponsored by Bank of Hawaii, Kaiser Permanente, and Island Air.
So no slow start for Hawaii here tonight in the opening set. They're up 8-3 on Cal Poly. Grayson from off the net is dug up by Castillo. Yosia goes high and away to McKenna Granado. High hands. Great hustle play by the Mustangs, and they'll return it. Free chance for Hawaii. Yosia slide to Maglio. Drops the hammer, and Hawaii up 6.
Hawaii clicking on all cylinders right now. The story of the first set is Cal Poly San Luis Obispo hitting negative 091. Hawaii hitting 500. Hawaii with 3 blocks. Cal Poly San Luis Obispo with none. Still serving tough again.
Hawaii, the top blocking team in the conference. That can be a game changer in a matchup like this. Maglio soft touches it over. Van Winden on the outside is able to go down the line and in. So Cal Poly gets the point, 4 serving 9, and it will be Tori Van Winden. A little bit taller than her sister Adley. Adley, the older sis, is a junior in terms of her athletic standing. Van Winden, a sophomore, but Tori is 6'3", Adley 6'1". As McKenna Ross gets on the floor for Hawaii for serve-receive purposes. Gets the set from the back row. And then gets a little help from the net.
Inside the 3-meter line. What a back row attack. Unbelievable.
The entire Cal Poly defense was looking the other way when this one hit the floor.
I don't think they expected McKenna Ross to be tacking out of the back row, first of all. Normally it's McKenna Granado.
Here's Gianna Guinasso now with the serve. Outside, Grayson off the block, but it goes out. Sophia Howling getting the start for the 5th straight match in the middle. Was up there next to Noreen Yosia. Hawaii winners of 9 straight matches. Cal Poly, they've won 10 straight. It is the Mustangs' best start at 15-2 overall since 1981. Here's Jessica McCroskey, 6-foot sophomore from San Diego. 5 serving 10. Anderson, it's an overpass. And put down easily by Adley Van Winden.
Great serve that time. By McCroskey. He steps way back behind the service line, probably 15 feet behind. Takes a good run up. Good floater.
You'll see it from her knees. Sets up Granado, tools the block. Goes off the ricochet and into the antenna. And what are you seeing right now on the Hawaii side of the net, C-Mac?
Well, they're just doing everything very smoothly, very effortlessly. They've got a nice rhythm going, good enthusiasm. Obviously, they're pumped up to play this game, but so is Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. There's a lot of volleyball left to be played. This 11-6 score right now, I don't think is an indication of how the night is necessarily going to go.
We'll see it with a good serve. Great pass, though. Back row set goes to Tori Van Winden, and she pulls the string. Rainbow Wahine were in formation, awaiting the big-time crack from Tori Van Winden, but she decided to go soft that time, and it worked. Catherine Broker, the libero, with the serve. Backside, it's Granado, double block up, and she goes long. Point for the Mustangs, and they're back within 3.
She took the right shot, just hit a little bit too hard, blocked her, took her across court, line was open. She just didn't hit it straight down enough.
The lead was 6 mere moments ago. Broker again to serve. 11 service aces on the season for her. Bump set outside goes to Kelsch, already a couple of kills. Give her a 3rd.
K-squared's got it going on. just ripping it from the 8-foot line on a broken play.
If you are Sam Crossan and this Mustang coaching staff and you have scouted the Rainbow Wahine, Kendra Kelch was a little bit further down on the list of priorities, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would agree. Well, remember Ryan Clay-Succi, that was his key to the game tonight was the X factor. How is Castillo going to play? How is Kelch going to play? How is McKenna Ross going to play? Clearly, the X-women so far are playing well.
There's Adley Van Winden. The left-handed swing there to go through Kendra Kelch and down. You'll see a backside. Here's Kelch on the offensive attack. Got a touch. Point for the Rainbow Wahine. That is 4 kills for Kendra Kelch.
You know, she only averages like 1.3 kills per set. Her production now is 400% more than usual.
Her career high for a match was 10 kills against UCLA, so she's almost halfway there already. Savannah Kahakai narrowly misses the ace. Robin Amos Santos looking for some crowd assistance.
Looks like she's in a challenge.
And yes, the crowd and the players urging her on to challenge the in-out call on that serve.
It's going to be a close one. And usually these replays are much easier to detect whether it's in or out than the touches at the net.
See the officiating crew, Paula Martin, Ernie Ho. He's going to be taking a look at this replay. Bert Kasem, Dean Tamura, the line judges. While we have a break in the action, we would like to send our aloha and our condolences to Darren Chun, who was a long-time and ubiquitous line judge here in collegiate volleyball, here in the Stan Sheriff Center. Passed away here recently at the age of 51. So very sad news there. It was always a pleasure to see him here in the arena, working the lines, and we just want to send our very best on behalf of Spectrum Sports and our Ohana to his.
Yeah, he did a lot of refereeing, high school ranks, the club ranks, and the collegiate ranks. Well known, well loved throughout the volleyball community.
So after the review, Ernie Ho decides that it will not be reversed. The call stands. That's an out serve. And so point to Cal Poly. It is 10 serving 13. Here it comes from Adley Van Winden. You'll see it sets up Castillo, goes high hands for the kill. How about that set by Yosia?
Down to her knees. She's been doing a lot of that lately, making sure she gets her hands in the ball, not having to bump set the ball when it's a bad pass.
Her athleticism oftentimes goes overlooked or underestimated. As that one tickles the tape. Scramble play by Cal Poly, but a joust at the net is won by Rayanne Bryson. They were able to make something out of nothing right there.
Yeah, it was Hawaii's advantage that whole rally until that point. Bryson, a crafty senior.
She's averaging 2.5 kills per set, third on the team, hitting 257 on the year. Outside, here's Castillo. Again, using the net to Hawaii's advantage. They have gotten more than a few fortuitous ricochets off of that tape.
It's part of the home court advantage, isn't it? Know the cable.
15 serving 11. Good serve by Castillo. So Cal Poly out of system. Will send a free ball Hawaii's way. Can they cash in? You'll see a slide to Maglio. Didn't quite get the full extension on it. Adley Van Winden from the back row, dug up by Claire Marie Anderson. You'll see it outside to Granado. The dink sniffed out by Taylor Nelson. So the set goes right side. Tori Van Winden, and that one zooms through the Hawaii defense. So a missed opportunity there in that transition for the Rainbow Wahine.
Not a good connection between Yosia and Maglio on that free ball play.
Tori Van Winden with 4 kills, Sister Adley with 3, and it is Tori with the serve. You'll see it looks outside to Granado, blocked, kept alive by Kahakai. Granado a second time, diving save by Adley Van Winden, and from her backside is able to return it. Maglio on the step out, dug up by Tori Van Winden. Bryson from off the net, blocked en route. Noreen says, yo, see you later.
Well, what a couple of great Van Winden plays there. Sure, they play a little beach volleyball, those kinds of digs. There's one right there. From her knees, keeps it in play. Look at this. What a shot.
That's amazing. We'll give that our Fujitsu Air Conditioning cool play of the match. A match that a lot of people anticipate will last a while, so pretty interesting that the award goes out so early. Here's Granado with some authority. And a second timeout called by the Mustangs. Hawaii up by a handful in set number 1.
This presentation of Rainbow Wahine Volleyball is sponsored by Strong and Hawaii Honda Dealers.
Welcome back. If you need tickets to an upcoming UH contest, visit hawaiiathletics.com, call 944-BOWS, or visit the Stan Sheriff Center box office. Those are 3 easy ways to get your seats for exciting UH sports action. Hawaii by 5 out of the timeout, but Nikki Jackson able to shift gears. 6'2" sophomore from Henderson, Nevada, averaging just over a kill per set, hitting .286.
I like that set by Taylor Nelson, getting Nikki Jackson involved. Prior to this, Van Windens have got 7 of 9 kills for Cal Poly. That spreads out the offense a little more when she goes to the middle.
Hawaii by 4. Yosia sets up Ross from the back row. Diving save there by McCroskey. Hawaii now on the attack. Here's Granado by the double block. Little chin music there for Broker. Tori Van Winden from the back row, dug up by McKenna Ross. Yosia to Granado. Dug up by Broker, back over the net. And Sophia Howling got caught in between whether or not to field it or go up and take a swing at it.
When you're 3 feet off the net like that, you field it every time.
Freshman.
Absolutely. It's a you won't see her make that mistake again this year, I bet.
Outside, here's Granado, double block up. She goes off the block and out. So just like last night, McKenna Granado seems to be bringing the thunder just a little bit more than usual. 18 kills, hit .316 versus UCSB last night. And she has 3 kills tonight, but they have all been laser beams. Outside, Adley Van Winden blocked by Kelsch. And Kelsch, instead of taking a swing at the overpass, sets up the offense. She's dug up tight to the net. Howling on the joust, unable to put it down. So Hawaii with it. It's Kahakai to Kelsch, double block late to arrive. It's above the net. Howling on the joust, saved by Kahakai. Now Cal Poly with it. Another dig by Kahakai. Back row set to Ross. Dug up tight to the net by Broker and then dinked down and in by Taylor Nelson.
What a finish by Nelson. What a brilliant spot. It was probably the only spot on the court that was open, and she found it. As only a senior can do. She knew exactly where all the Hawaii players were lined up. Great shot. Brilliant.
Taylor Nelson, 6-foot senior from Granite Bay, California. She has been an all Big West first-team selection each of the last 2 seasons. And she is tops in the Big West, second in the country in assists per set. Interesting substitution here as Natasha Burns goes in for Sophia Howling and supplying some instant offense.
Robin Amos Santos was actually coaching Burns on the sideline and showing her the things that she wanted her to do to correct what Howling was doing.
Burns, who also got some run in that 3rd set last night. Near ace by Granado. And that one is pumped long by Tori Van Winden. Just her 2nd hitting error. Hawaii up by 5 once again. What do you think is going through?
Mustangs out of timeouts, too.
What do you think is going through the mind of Sam Crossan right there?
You know, he's a pretty calm and cool guy. I think he knows it could be a long night.
Good job by Burns. Cal Poly's going to have to send a free ball Hawaii's way, and they're going to be called for the double hit. So it's a point for Hawaii. They're up a half dozen here, 21 serving 15.
I'll tell you this, Robin Amos Santos has got to be happy because she's watched her team get off to poor starts in about 90% of their games this year.
There's Granado into the net. That was an issue for Hawaii last night as they accumulated 11 service aces. Have certainly been sharper in that regard through this opening set. This thing is not done here, even in the first stanza. Here's Castillo off the double block. Nelson goes backside. Tori Van Winden off the block, popped up by Kelsch, and a free swing by Adley Van Winden, but she comes into the net. And it's a point for Hawaii. She's looking towards Sam Cross and shoulders shrugged, and he can challenge this call, and he is going to do just that.
I thought she followed through to the net. I think she's claiming that the ball hit the net, but this will be interesting to see what goes on here. This is a pretty crucial point.
I mean, you had everybody down the Hawaii bench clearly in agreement that that was a net violation. It certainly looked like it from our vantage point, but you get 3 challenges, you can't take them home with you, so you might as well use them.
And hopefully the net cam is working on this play, because that will give him easily the best view. There's the net cam right now.
There it is.
Yep, definitely. Yep.
It is clear.
She got it right there. A quick decision by Ernie Ho.
Yeah, he's already got the headsets off.
Yep.
And so the call stands, point for Hawaii, and they're up 22-16.
Again, you know, using that green card is a nice way to get another timeout, so to speak, slow down the other team, because Sam Crossan was out of timeouts.
Very good call by you on that. Middle set, that's Tori. Through the block, kept alive by Castillo. Again from her knees, you'll see a sets up Casey. Now Cal Poly on the attack. Tori Van Winden stuck! And right in the middle of it all. Oh, Canada. Emily Maglio again, right next to Casey Castillo.
Favorable matchup there, getting the 2-6-3 tallest Rainbow Wahine right there, going up against arguably Cal Poly's most prolific attacker.
5 blocks in this opening set for Hawaii. And how about the dig right there by Kahakai? Castillo, the set was a little low, tried to push it down the line. Here comes Tori Van Winden off the block, covered by Kahakai. Middle set, Maglio. And Hawaii gets to 24. It is aloha ball for the Rainbow Wahine in set 1.
They are playing some good volleyball right now. Right now, Hawaii hitting 351 to 077 for the #1 kill percentage team in the country.
Kahakai serving on set point. Adley Van Winden is called for the lift. It's a point for Hawaii. It ends in anticlimactic fashion. Otherwise, a dominant performance by the Rainbow Wahine in the first set. So they land the first haymaker here at the Stan Sheriff Center in this battle of Big West heavyweights. So 6-4 Hawaii here in set 2. And Noreen Yosia taking a long, deep breath here before implementing this jump serve. Middle set, the roof. Natasha Burns saying, oh, no, you don't, to Nikki Jackson.
She gets in on the block party, Hawaii with 7 blocks now.
Five of those blocks, Emily Maglio. Burns getting in on her first. Outside, here's Greisen, blocked and roof! She gets Burnsed again. And a timeout taken by the Mustangs. Natasha denying access. Welcome back. Series record is sponsored by Aston Hotels and Resorts. Hawaii leading the all-time series 39-4. And the last one coming by way of a sweep here in this building last November. Cal Poly has only beaten Hawaii 4 times since 1980, the last victory coming in 2006. Out of the timeout, the setup goes to Greisen. There is the dig by Kahakai. Outside, it's Granato, plugs it through the block and down. The defense tonight for Hawaii has been impeccable to this point.
Amazing. 26 digs to Cal Poly's 21. How about Hawaii getting 8 blocks? Here's the dig by Kahakai. You'll see it going down to her knees again, and Granado finishing, but 8 blocks for Hawaii tonight. 0 blocks for Cal Poly.
How about that serve by Yosia? Another dig by Kahakai, and Kelch able to keep it on the Cal Poly side. Adley Van Winden dug up by Yosia. Kelch cross court to Granado. The dink sniffed out by Decisive. So the Mustangs go D-set to Tori Van Winden off the block. Can Hawaii return it? Burns does, but it hit the pin before she did so. And so it is a point for Cal Poly. But again, Hawaii scrambling and not letting that ball hit the Terraflex.
A lot of pride going on out there. It's Robin Amo style defense, I'll tell you. She's playing exactly how she wants them to play in practice.
Well, she gave them some homework last night, right?
They did. They had to watch a lot of film last night. So far, they're doing a pretty good job. They're holding Cal Poly to negative .038 hitting percentage. They're the #1 kill percentage team in the country, holding 300 points below their average. Amazing.
It's kind of interesting to hear in the post-game press conference Savannah Kahakai talking about going home early after the sweep last night and doing some homework. As Granado drills it right to the middle of the floor. Take another look at this bad boy.
Beautiful set from Yosia. Look how she arches her back. It's the split block for Granado. Granado thanks her quickly for it.
6 kills, 222 percentage here for Granado, who will serve. Krosky, the first touch. Tori Van Winden from the back row, dug up by Yosia. How about Kahakai? Back bump set to Castillo. Right there is Broker. High and away. Adley Van Winden blocked out of touch. Yosia goes middle to Burns. And it just wasn't quite the angle that presented itself, and Burns missed the floor wide.
Pretty gutsy set there. It's got to be a little bit higher for the 6'4", 6'5" Burns.
But yeah, getting back to the homework last night, thought that Kahakai was talking about maybe some schoolwork, but no, it was Robin Amo Santos. She made sure that her players were prepared both physically and mentally for this one tonight. So far, so good. Overpass, though. How about Kahakai keeping it alive? And then miscommunication between 3 Rainbow Wahine in the area.
There's a rarity. You might see that once a year where 3 people are all standing within a foot of each other, and the ball comes slowly to them, and nobody gets it.
Kendra Kelch literally caught the volleyball. 7 serving 10. Cal Poly making some noise. Outside set, it's Castillo, and that one just missed that sideline. So for all the fortunate bounces that Hawaii received in the opening set, that time the tape ricochet does not work in their favor. Timeout, Hawaii. Let's go inside the numbers presented by Heineken. 15.52. That's the NCAA best kills per set for the Cal Poly Mustangs. You see, only Cal Poly and FAU averaging more than 15 kills per set. However, Cal Poly with just 13 kills in this match so far. Here's Kendra Kelch out of the timeout. Denied out there on that pin. Adley Van Winden next to Savannah Neiman. Neiman the top blocker for the Mustangs. And Cal Poly with a 4-0 run to get within 1.
Solid block there, their first block of the night. That might be just the thing they need to ignite things.
Such a momentum shifter when you come up with a roof. Now the Mustangs on the attack outside. It's Adley Van Winden dug up over the net by Yosia. Oh, but a poor first touch by McCroskey. Chance for Hawaii outside. It's Castillo blocked and roofed. This time it's Taylor Nelson. And now the Mustangs block party making some noise.
Great block by Taylor Nelson right there. Turns the right hand into the court. Well executed.
The setter, the reigning Big West Conference Player of the Week. First time in her career she has reaped that award. Burns unable to put it down. Here's Adley Van Winden, the dink. Got Hawaii. And a 6-0 run continues here for Cal Poly.
We weren't going to keep these Mustangs down for that long. They're not going to be hitting negative all night. They were flat lining it up until then. 0-0-0.
First lead for the Mustangs. Hawaii looking to stop the run. You'll see it sets up Kelch off the block. Right there is Broker. Back row set, Tori Van Winden, and that was a confident swing. Gets through the Hawaii triple block, and now you're starting to see the facial expressions, the body language changing on the Cal Poly side of the net.
Yeah, you know, Tori Van Winden can really change a match, much like Nikki Tanner did for Hawaii last year. Tori Van Winden can be that point getter.
You'll see it. Oh, the timing wasn't there for Castillo. She wasn't in position. So here's Adley Van Winden, solo blocker against her, and she gobbles it up. The run continues for the Mustangs. That's now 8 straight points. Hawaii running into a brick wall here in this second stanza.
Notice all this happening while Emily Maglio is on the bench.
Back row set, Granado. Popped up in the air by Tori Van Winden. Here's Adley, the dink. Right there's Yosia. So Kahakai sets up right side. Kelch. Hawaii can't put it down. Back row set, Tori Van Winden. She gets it down. Add another point for Cal Poly. 14-10. Robin Amos Santos seeking answers, looks to the bench and brings in Kirsten Sibley. The secret's out on Kendra Kelch. Cal Poly playing her pretty tough here in the last few stretches, so Robin Amos Santos making a change.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. I also think that Robin Amos Santos is going to have to probably use at some point her second timeout. This keeps going.
One set, Castillo can't get it down. Broke her again with the dig. Adley from off the net. Right there is Castillo. Advantage Hawaii. Middle set, Burns. Finally, Hawaii off the schneid in that run. But what a run it was. 9 in a row for the Mustangs. They now lead by 3.
Broker with 11 digs in the cross-court angle. She just sits there and pops it up. Great digger.
An 8-point service run for Broker. But the overpass caused by the Hawaii serve, easy pickings for Emily Maglio.
I think Hawaii's offense and defense should be a little more stabilized now with Emily Maglio on the court.
12 serving 14. Another overpass. Maglio, the swing, gets it down.
Give a lot of credit to Savannah Kahakai, though. She's the one who forced that overpass with that tough serve.
Kahakai coming through with some clutch serving at the end of that second set. Last night, remember, UCSB had 3 service opportunities for that second set, and Kahakai follows it up with an ace.
How about the way momentum is shifting in this second set? Unbelievable. And Sam Crossan chewing his gum even faster than he was before.
And this crowd making some noise. Here's Adley Van Winden. Just gets that back line. Point Cal Poly, they get to 15.
Well, you see why she got all Big West honorable mention last year, and then Freshman of the Year before. 2 times Napa Valley Player of the Year when she was in high school.
Middle set, Maglio. Just a different feeling when Emily Maglio's on the floor.
With all due respect to the other middle blocker who plays opposite her when they're in the front, Mags just brings something special.
And you're talking about a senior. She's been doing this for a while. She has been developing her game. Oh, a nifty play there by Savannah Neiman, also a senior, mind you, from Lake Forest, California.
Most successful teams in every league you look across the country have at least 3 seniors to anchor their lineups.
Mags on the slide, off the block, up the line by Adley Van Winden. Right side, it's Tori Van Winden. High hands, Maglio keeps it alive herself. Sent outside to Castillo, tried to go soft with it. Got blocked, slide now to Maglio, and she goes hard with it for the Hawaii point.
And finally, Broker didn't dig it. She digs everything. That one, Mags got a little too much on it. Watch Broker there on the left in her black shirt. She just cannot quite get there.
So So we're tied for the 5th time here in set number 2. Hawaii leading 1-0. Battle of Big West unbeatens. Tori Van Winden dug up by Kahakai. And a free ball here for the Mustangs. Middle set, Neiman, net violation called against Maggs. Either way you slice it. Point for Cal Poly. This is a little bit more like what we were expecting tonight.
Exactly. I think that's what we'll see the rest of the night. I think the first set was a little bit of an anomaly because Hawaii usually doesn't start that fast.
See what Neiman has done. 11 service aces. You'll see a high and away Granado off the block and down. So they are going back and forth here, exchanging blows in this second set. Kenna Granado, 4th in the Big West Conference entering the week, averaging 4.12 kills per. She's also reached double-figure kills in 4 of her last 5 matches. She's sitting on 7 so far tonight. Granasso into the net.
Hawaii with 4 service errors on the night.
Granasso, who has certainly been one of the more reliable servers for the Rainbow Wahine.
Yeah, she really has been. She's normally a multiple point getter when she goes back to that service line.
Yeah, even had a couple of aces last night versus UCSB. Here's Granado flying in and then laying the smackdown.
Whoa, and even Broker couldn't dig that one, and she's one terrific digger. Too much heat on the arm of McKenna Granado.
Even in slow motion, that thing had some velocity. Served by Yosia outside. It's Bryson through the block. Yosia there. So Kahakai sets opposite side to Sibley. And the sophomore delivers. Hawaii up 1.
Well, she went up against a well-formed Cal Poly block. Somehow squeezed it through.
So we have a substitution now on the Cal Poly side of the net. Madeline Mercer, tallest player on the roster for the Mustangs at 6'4", a freshman from Capistrano Beach, California.
High school American, good player, but only played 11 sets this year.
18 serving 18. Great serve by Yosia. Broker has to chase it down. Free ball coming here for Hawaii. Barely gets over the net. So Kahakai sets outside. Granado! What a dig by Adley Van Winden. Outside, it's Greitson. And she finds the floor. That was an amazing dig by Adley Van Winden on another heater from Granado.
You can tell the Van Winden sisters have played a lot of volleyball, probably since birth. Being related to Kelly Strand and her twin sister, Lisa.
That one goes long. So Hawaii gets the freebie and they reach 21st. Yeah, we've mentioned it a couple of times, but the Van Windens, again, they are the nieces of our own Lisa Strand Ma'a, her twin sister Kelly, an All-American volleyball player at Cal Poly, and her husband Jim, who played hoops at Cal Poly. The parents of these 2 fine volleyball players, and that was a fine serve by McKenna Granado. Timeout Cal Poly. Hawaii up 2 in set 2. Another ace delivered out of the deck. Welcome back. Let's check out the first Hawaiian Bank top 3. Talking Big West hitting percentage. Savannah Neiman tops the list, 438. Emily Maglio closing in on 400. But Neiman 7th in the nation coming into tonight with that percentage. Tonight, though, flatlining it, interestingly enough, as the percentages for Cal Poly certainly below the standard that they have set here this season. Net violation called against Hawaii out of the timeout. So a point for the Mustangs. They're within 1. This has been quite the contest here in set 2, but Catherine Broker behind the service line served 8 straight points earlier in this set. Part of a 9-point run for Cal Poly, seemingly taking control at that point. Here's Burns in the middle.
Burns comes up with kill number 3. And here comes Maglio. Rainbow Wahine hoping she can finish out of this set.
Savannah Kahakai will serve. 11 digs on the night for Savannah. Gets that serve in. just going for the middle of the floor. Here's Adley Van Winden, hard swing, dug up by Yosia. Back row set to Granado. Speaking of a hard swing, that one dug up over the net. Yosia outside, it's Castillo, deep corner and in.
Hawaii again dug a hole in the middle of this set and somehow managed to fight their way back.
I don't think there were too many people in this arena who thought that that set was going anywhere but to Maglio in the middle, but it goes to Castillo, and she makes it pay off. Nice placement there by Taylor Nelson, the savvy senior, coming through with the much-needed Cal Poly point.
Number 6 in the country last year with an assist percent, but showing she can be offensive as well.
Castillo with the pass, puts it on the money. Middle set, Maglio. Point Hawaii. Aloha ball for the Rainbow Wahine in set number 2.
If you'd asked me 15 minutes ago, would this be happening? I'd say, well, looks like Cal Poly's got all the momentum. Instead, Hawaii just stole it back.
Claire Marie Anderson to serve for the second set. Tickles the tape. What a first touch by Broker. And then a whole mess along that net on the Hawaii side. They almost took the twine down. And it'll be a point for Cal Poly.
I think it was Casey Castillo in the net that time. And all tangled up.
So here's Adley Van Winden to serve. Team leader with 19 aces coming into tonight. Pass by Granado. Set outside. Castillo against the double block. Puts it home. Point Hawaii. And they take the second set 25-22. And in a battle of the two Big West juggernauts, how about the Rainbow Wahine, who will have an opportunity to open up the broom closet. Welcome back. Let's take a look at the McDonald's match statistics. Chris, how do you translate these numbers?
Look at the kills, 33-24 for Hawaii. Dominating. How about the kill percentage? 304 to 143. Cal Poly normally hits 315. They're leading the country, and Hawaii's playing some pretty good defense to hold them down. Don't know how much longer they can hold down on that offensive juggernaut. Look at the blocks, 8-2. That was really the big story, especially in set number 1. Ace to errors. Hawaii with a couple of aces and 4 errors.
So how did Hawaii do that? How were they able to, at least through 2 sets, kind of keep this very explosive Cal Poly offense somewhat subdued?
A lot of touches on the block, played some great back row defense, and then just converted and scored points off it. And then they got some great stuff blocks as well. That really made a big, big difference. I think they got Cal Poly hitters thinking a little bit more as they were attacking. They made some more errors. And how about the Van Windens? They've got 16 of Cal Poly's 24 kills.
Meanwhile, McKenna Granado leading the way along with Emily Maglio. They each have 8 kills. Maglio hitting .615 to go along with a handful of blocks. Just doing Emily Maglio things. Savannah Kahakai will serve to start set 3. By the way, Kahakai 11 digs, so she now has reached double figures in digs in 13 of 17 matches this year. Outside, it's Tori Van Winden, blocked and roofed. It continues. The hands team for Hawaii, reigning supreme.
This time Kendra Kelsch and Maglio getting in on it. Good penetration over the net.
Middle set, Neiman dug up, but it goes out. Yosia had the platform out, but Neiman, that high percentage hitter who was flatlining it for a good portion here tonight, finally getting into positive figures.
Yosia plays some pretty good defense as well. She's got a dozen digs so far to lead the team.
So give her 10th double-double performance of the year. 1-1 here in the third. Hawaii winning the first 2 sets in this battle of Big West unbeatens. Castillo retrieves the overpass on the dig. The middle set slide to Mags. Wasn't perfect. And now Hawaii on the attack. Outside, it's Castillo. Cross court, right there is Broker. She's got a dozen digs. The dig by Tori Van Winden. Kahakai came flying out of nowhere. But Castillo whiffs on the second touch. I think Kahakai in front of her prevented her from getting under it.
Yeah, it was difficult, but again, when Kyle kind of lays out like that and gets the ball up in the air, somebody's going to make that third touch.
So 8 kills now for Tori Van Winden. Sister Adley about to serve. She leads the way with 9. Two serving 1. And how about that? Cal Poly gets the good fortune off of the net ricochet. 3-1 Cal Poly, and we want to welcome those of you who have been watching Rainbow Warrior football in Reno, Nevada, taking on the Nevada Wolfpack. As that game, we are told, has gone final. As Adley Van Winden delivers an ace, 4-1 Cal Poly, and the Mustangs coming out of the intermission with a head of steam here.
And we see the score of the Wolfpack over the Rainbow Warriors.
So Hawaii's losing streak continues. They've now lost 4 straight. They're 2-4 on the year. 0-3 in the Mountain West Conference. Back to volleyball action. Kelsch with the stretch fetch, but nobody had the second touch, and a little disarray on the Hawaii side of the net. Robin Amo Santos has seen enough. She signals for a timeout. Welcome back. I want to tell you about this event coming up October 21st, the 2017 Wahine Experience, designed for fans of all ages. The event will feature an afternoon of sports demonstrations, clinics, and interactive games involving the Rainbow Wahine sports teams. Fans will have an opportunity to meet players, coaches, media personalities, and enjoy entertainment and prize giveaways. All participants will receive free entrance to Rainbow Wahine Volleyball that night. To register, go to eventbrite.com and search Wahine Experience. Meanwhile, the Wahine are experiencing a lull here to start this third set. Cal Poly has opened up a 6-1 lead.
A little too predictable there, coming out of the timeout. On a good pass, for sure they were going to go to Maglio. Maglio is facing 2 blockers.
Kelsch against 2 blockers. Couldn't get it down. Great sprawling save there by Nelson. And then Tori Van Winden able to find the seam. It is 7-1 Cal Poly, and they have come out like gangbusters here in the third.
Van Winden now with 10 kills to lead the way. 2 Van Windens have 19 of Cal Poly's 28 kills.
What you're trying to get off the schneid here, essentially. In this third set, Castillo misses wide. Point for the Mustangs. It is 8-1. What is happening on the Hawaii side of the net right now, C-Mac?
Well, I'll tell you, when we get 2 even teams, it's really hard for one team to beat the other team 3 straight and hold that intensity for that long. I think the first 2 sets took a lot out of both teams, but Cal Poly just seems to be making fewer mistakes, playing some good volleyball right now. Give them a lot of credit.
Opportunity knocking here for the Mustangs. And Tori Van Winden goes up over the extended arms of Castillo and Maglio to find the floor. It is 9-1. Cal Poly in front in this third set. Things have shifted violently here in terms of the momentum. Hawaii winning the opening stanza 25-16. They took the second set 25-22. The outserve by Adley Van Winden helps a bit, but not before Cal Poly opens up a commanding early set 3 lead.
Stopped a little bit of the bleeding.
Still a few more Band-Aids required, though.
Exactly.
Claire-Marie Anderson with the serve. Backside, Tori Van Winden with a little bit of fire. That is kill number 12 for her. She is heating up here in the third.
Not sure why Hawaii's serving broke her there. She's a really good passer and digger. For some reason, maybe they're trying to serve her. She's on the opposite side of the floor of Tori Van Winden.
Savannah Neiman now to serve. Popped up in the air by Ross. Bump set goes back row to Granado. Neiman able to dig it. Oh, but a mishandle on the set. A rarity for sure for Taylor Nelson. And a point for Hawaii. You don't see that too often.
No, you really don't, especially the senior who's been around a little bit. Arnold mentioned All-American last year. All-Big West 2 times. Doesn't make that many mistakes.
Both her parents Cal Poly alums as well. You see a lot of that here in this Cal Poly roster. McKenna Ross serves it into the net. Well, Hawaii has come undone a little bit here in the third. After playing what can really amount to brilliant volleyball for the majority of the first two sets. You'll see it outside, Granado. And that was a little bit more like the rhythm that Hawaii put on display earlier in the match.
Good set from Yosia right on the antenna, giving Granado a chance to hit down that line.
9 kills for Granado, hitting 269. There's Gianna Granasso with the serve. Outside, Bryson. First touch by Granasso. And look out, McKenna Ross running out of room. Stool goes flying, but she appears to be okay. Crowd applauds the effort. Put yourself in harm's way when you get the VIP seats.
That's true.
Jessica McCroskey now to serve. 12 serving 4, and it's an ace. And not even a reaction. That thing was wicked. It fell off of a table.
It really did. That was about as mean a jump float as I've seen this year, I think. Gets across the net and just drops straight, almost straight down, almost dropping the 3-meter line. The passing pattern moves up.
We'll see a bump sets to Granado from off the net. She was still able to make it work. That was quite the strike there by Granado. Kill number 10 for her, so she reaches double figures in kills for now the 5th time in the last 6 matches. Maureen Yosia will serve. Hawaii could use a run to try to get back into this 3rd set. Outside, it's Adley Van Winden, blocked and rope. Kelch and Burns.
Once again, though, Broker, the receiver of that serve, and she just is money, puts it right on the dime. Easy for Nelson to set that ball.
That's the 3rd block for Kendra Kelch, as well as Natasha Burns. 6 serving 13. Lucia. Good pass there by McCroskey. Outside, Adley Van Winden blocked by Kelch, but kept alive by Broker. Back row set, Tori Van Winden gets blocked. And a free ball coming for Hawaii. Yosia, backside to Kelch. The block was late. She made him pay.
Hawaii starting to regain a little bit of that lost momentum. Still so much hill to climb, but Kelch looking sharp, just as she did when she started the first set with 4 kills in a row. Finally gets her 5th kill.
And that's an ace. Noreen Yosia, the team leader in that department. That is her 25th ace of the season. Timeout, Cal Poly. Much to talk about here coming up on Monday with the University of Hawaii football team falling at Nevada, as Yosia misses the end line out of the timeout. So hand that one to Sam Crossan, the head coach for Cal Poly. We will certainly be talking at length on But Seriously about what transpires here tonight. Battle of unbeatens. Cal Poly and Hawaii both 5-0 in the Big West Conference. Rainbow Wahine taking the first 2 sets. They'll trail by a half dozen here in set 3. You'll see it goes middle to Burns. Dug up by Tori Van Winden. Outside, it's Adley Van Winden through the block and down. And so the Mustangs get right back into their flow.
Van Winden with literally no approach at all. Just a step close, goes up and finds the hole in the block. Smart shot.
58 swings between the Van Winden sisters. Right side, it's Granado, high hands, saved by Tori Van Winden. Here's Adley again, off the block. Kahakai keeps it in the field of play. Kelch will take a swing, but she sends it long.
What a save by Kahakai. I thought that was 100% down on the Terraflex. Kahakai found a way to pop it up. Watch her chase this down.
Wow. 12 digs for her again. Continuing to pass legend after legend on the all-time career digs list at UH.
We're seeing 2 of the better liberos in the league. with Broker and Kahakai for sure.
Burns spanks that one down. Kahakai surpassed Konani Danielson to take over 5th place on the career digs list last night. You know, I asked her after the match, I said, you know, what's that like? I mean, you're passing some of the legends of the program. How does that make you feel? She said, I don't really think about it much. I'm just doing my job.
Yeah, that's Savannah.
Renato serves it long. So 17-9, Cal Poly on top here in the 3rd. Quite the contrast to what we have seen from the Rainbow Wahine in the first 2 sets tonight, but Burns strikes again. That's kill number 5 for Natasha Burns on 9 attempts, so she's giving them good contribution after being substituted in to replace Sophia Howling earlier in the match.
Boy, starting to pass the ball a little bit better now so they can run the middle. Burns getting some good, clean swings.
Savannah Kahakai will now serve, goes down the line. Adley Van Winden handles it nicely, gets the set on the opposite position, and pounds it home. 11 kills for her.
Adley did a nice job that time of taking the first pass and then getting a good run-up. Tooling Castillo that time, choosing not to go cross-court where she's been blocked a couple of times. Smart play.
2-time Napa Valley Register Player of the Year in high school. Misses the floor wide. But one of my favorite high school names in Napa, California, Vintage High School.
There you go. Where they serve wine for lunch.
That's wine country right there, exactly. Exactly. Faith Ma'afala getting in here in this 3rd set. 5'8" junior, redshirted last year after transferring from Southern Utah. Been fun to hear from her the last 2 nights in our Game On pregame show. Right side, Adley Van Winden will make that Tori Van Winden off the block, saves it herself. Bryson on the other side, not a good contact. Advantage Hawaii, middle set, Maglio! Hammers it home!
Ma'afala connecting well with the middle. Despite sitting around for the last hour and a half, she comes in and starts clicking right away.
Here comes the volume level from the crowd, but Ma'afala serves it into the net. Savannah Neiman to serve for Cal Poly. Renato off the scramble play. Great dig by Taylor Nelson. Bump set. Tori Van Winden unable to put it down. Great diving sprawl by Ma'afala. Adley Van Winden dug up by Ma'afala. Set back row. Granato. That's dug up by Adley Van Winden. Tight to the net. Maglio couldn't put it down. Free chance here, Hawaii. Ma'afala to Mags.
And the momentum shifts back to the team in pink. Ma'afala with a great dig and a good little cutback shot by Maglio.
13 serving 19. That middle set whiffed, played by Sibley. Ma'afala, back row set to Castillo, sends it long. Oh, another opportunity by Hawaii, just missed. So 20 serving 13. Cal Poly trying to avoid the sweep, send this to a 4th. Overpass, hammered down by Taylor Nelson. What he wanted, a net violation, not going to get the call. Robin Amos Santos signals for a timeout. The Mustangs looking to extend this match. Welcome back. Robin Amos Santos had to love the way her team fought and executed through the first 2 sets. Things getting away from them in a hurry, though, in this 3rd stanza. And out of the timeout, it is 21-13 Cal Poly. Tori Van Winden with the serve. Ma'afala still out there at the setter position. Granato can't find the floor. Great scramble to return it by Cal Poly. Now Mags in the middle. Diving save, Broker. There's Kahakai on the dig. Ma'afala outside. It's Granato. Big swing. Tried to go cross court with it. Missed it wide. Point for Cal Poly.
It's a terrific defense that time being played by Cal Poly. Broker once again in the middle of it. Here's one special libero, as is Kahaka.
Yeah, this has been quite the libero battle. Broker now with 16 digs compared to 13 for Kahakai. It's interesting, though. I mean, Broker's digs numbers are actually down from last year when she finished second in the conference and was a Big West Conference Defensive Player of the Week selection one time. She is currently 9th in the league, but head coach Sam Crossan's pointing out, well, that's kind of because our offense has been more effective. There haven't been as many balls to dig.
Exactly.
Ma'afala backside to Sibley. Back row. Hadley Van Winden dug up by Ma'afala. Sibley has to send a free ball Cal Poly's way. Outside, Gryson gets the point. Cal Poly gets to 23. They are up 9 here on Hawaii.
Gryson, who was hitting 0-0-0 prior to that kill. She's now got 5 kills, 4 errors. An unusual night for her.
Mika Dixon comes in for Cal Poly, 5'7" sophomore from Colorado Springs, who will serve here for the Mustangs, playing in just her 14th set of the season. Floats it over. Back row, that's Ross. Nice contact there by the sophomore McKenna Ross. If you're Hawaii right now, and obviously you would love to put together a miraculous comeback here in the third, but how much are you perhaps thinking, all right, let's get to this 4th set and see if we can reclaim some of the magic we had earlier in the match?
I think they're hoping for 8 aces by Yosia, first of all. I think anything to get a couple of side outs and get some rhythm and a little bit of momentum back.
Strong attack there by Nikki Jackson. Aloha ball for Cal Poly in the third. And here is Catherine Broker. Good things have happened for the Mustangs when she has been behind the service line. Yosia outside. Kelsch goes off the net and out. Point for Cal Poly. And they win the third 25-15. So they avoid the sweep. And in this battle of Big West powers, we got ourselves a match at the Stan Sheriff Center. Well, you're not going to keep Tori Van Winden quiet for long. She started to make much more of her presence felt in that third set, Chris.
Yeah, she's got 12 kills now, hitting 257. She's also playing some great defense. She's got 10 digs, so she's got her double-double for the night. And she's one of the ones who's helped the kill percentage average go up for Cal Poly. They're now hitting 204. They hit 385 in the third set, much more like their normal average of 315. Hawaii hitting .069, not a good number for them. Maglio with 10 kills, Granado with 10 kills. For Hawaii's got to recapture momentum by getting a few more touches on the block and get their offense going. The offense will get going when the passing gets better.
Challenge here for Hawaii is they were playing so well and things were clicking in the first 2 sets, and then it really got away from them in the third. So it is now the challenge of revving up that engine again, and the fact that Cal Poly has kind of taken the air out of this place a little bit. Certainly the crowd not as into it at the moment as they were early on. So that's what lies in front of Robin Amo Santos and her crew. But credit Sam Crossan. In his 5th season, he's been a tremendous recruiter at Cal Poly. Certainly welcomed Tori Van Winden, the transfer from UCLA this past summer, with open arms, and he has this team poised to make a run here at a Big West Conference Championship.
He was a great recruiter when he was at Cal as well. They went to the national championship game when he was there.
Middle set, that's Maglio, dug up by Nelson, and then Maglio blocks Neiman in the middle.
That's just some alert volleyball right there. Most middle blockers would not even be around, but Maglio's right there knowing that that ball is going to be up close to the net.
Well, you had 8 blocks through the first 2 sets, 2 in that third set. They start things off here with a roof. Hannah Neiman, though, exacting a tad bit of revenge.
Yeah, she doesn't make many mistakes. She's hitting .438 on the year. That's a huge number. A couple kills per set tonight. That was her 4th kill.
Served by Adley Van Winden. Lucia sets up Castillo off the block. One hand saved by Broker. Back row set to Adley Van Winden, blocked by Maglio. Broker keeps it alive again. Here's Grayson. That one finds the end line. Point for Cal Poly.
Once again, Broker in the middle of that, making another terrific dig. By the way, you know what she wants to be after she graduates, Broker?
Don't tell me.
Sportscaster.
It's not good for the job security. Here's Maglio on the slide. Broker bumps it to Grayson over the double block, dug up by Kahakai. Back row set, Granado. Here's Tori Van Winden. Diving save by Anderson outside. Castillo, soft shot, one-hand layout by Van Winden. Grayson, the dink. There's Anderson, but Maglio couldn't pop it over the net. Some incredible efforts on both sides, and the crowd applauding. Serving one. Outside, Castillo against a double block. Right there is Broker, just in the perfect spot. Now Tori Van Winden, right there is Granado. Here's Maglio in the middle. Dug up by Adley Van Winden. Here comes her sister Tori through the double block. Diving save, Granado tight to the net. And a net violation called against Hawaii. And Cal Poly starting this 4th set the exact same way they started the 3rd set.
Watch for Robin Amos Santos to call an early timeout if Hawaii cannot capture a side out here and get some momentum of their own.
It is now Hawaii having some trouble on the first contact. And Kahakai lets an ace hit the floor.
Great serve by Adley Van Winden. Bottom just dropped out right at the end. Looked like it was going to go out, and then it just dropped down. Great shot.
5 serving 1. Took something off that time. Back row set, Granado. Dug up by Adley Van Winden. Here's Tori off the block. And down. I mean, the role reversal has been striking. It's Cal Poly playing all the D. Serving tough. Timeout, Hawaii down 5. Welcome back to members of the Rainbow Warrior basketball team. They have officially begun practice for the upcoming 2017-2018 season. And there is a display on the big screen here in the arena where they are encouraging fans to flex their biceps and muscles, and Sharif Tremay reacting to that. Next to Samuta Avea, one of the newcomers to the team out of Kahuku High School. Ron Ganat. Optimistic about this year's team. They've added some pieces. Mike Thomas, big power forward who redshirted because of injury last year. He's going to be back in the mix. So a lot of excitement regarding UH basketball here as we approach their season opener. Maglio gets stuffed solo style by Ryan Grayson, and Cal Poly continues to roll since the intermission.
Boy, yet to get a kill here in the 4th set. It's been all Mustangs.
They're hitting -200 are the Lady Bows. Lucia, back row set to Granado. Needed a little help from the net, and she got it. And a much-needed point for Hawaii.
The only good news for Hawaii is that they're used to digging holes like this. We've watched this for the last 2 months.
We talked about how difficult it is to maintain that level of intensity, especially after the intermission. You're sitting down, you're up 2-0, you're feeling good. Maybe you relax just a little too much. Meanwhile, the other side, you have Sam Crossan, who is certainly trying to motivate his team during the intermission, and the adverse effect taking place.
Yeah, they knew that they didn't play their best volleyball. I'm sure he reminded them of that, and he probably inspired them just a bit. Maybe they inspired each other, but they came out of that intermission, they were on fire. Still are on fire.
And some of the usual bugaboos now starting to make an appearance for Hawaii. An ace for Savannah Neiman. Hawaii with 9 service errors. They're actually getting out-aced by Cal Poly, who entered this match second in the conference in that category. Yosia sets up Granado. They need it. They get it. Emphatically.
Two blockers all lined up on Granado. She finds a way to go inside of that well-formed block.
It's a dozen kills for Mac, hitting 250. 3 serving 9, Gianna Guanasso behind the line. Passing has been much better for Cal Poly since the intermission. The block was up for Hawaii, though. Flat-footed, Adley sends it over. Middle set, Burns, straight down to the floor.
Natasha Burns surprisingly getting half a dozen kills out of that middle spot. You know, at 6'5", she's she's gangly and a little gawky and kind of arms and legs all over the place, but she's getting the job done tonight.
Playing in just her 4th match of the season. And a mishandle on the set. That's going to be a freebie for the Rainbow Wahine. But Natasha Burns, again, just the 4th match of the season. 6 kills, hitting 400 to go along with 3 blocks. So giving them some good stuff. 5 serving 9. Guanasso goes down the line again. Adley Van Winden from the back row. Too hot to handle for Claire Marie Anderson.
What a swing by Adley. She had a good run up there, nice form. Good jump from behind that 3-meter line.
Making up for a fairly lackluster performance in the Stan Sheriff Center last year. Had 6 kills, hit -074. Different story tonight. Here's Granado on the high ball. It didn't get over the net. And a point for Cal Poly. The way this is going in terms of that swinging of that pendulum of momentum, you start to worry, if you're a Hawaii fan, if this thing goes to 5. An ace by Tori Van Winden.
And she served that right in the seam between Claire Marie Anderson and McKenna Granado. Granado's passed a lot of balls, and she's passed 30 of the 60 balls tonight, and she backed away from that last one. Now Hawaii changed their formation a little bit. With Granado passing up another one.
Granado on the outside, off the block and down. Kill number 13 for her. If you're just joining us, battle of Big West Conference unbeatens. Cal Poly and Hawaii both 5-0 coming into tonight. The Rainbow Wahine had won 9 straight matches overall. The Mustangs had won 10. They're off to their best overall start since 1981 at 15-2. And Hawaii steamrolled the Mustangs in the first set, won the second set in come-from-behind fashion. But then things drastically changed after the intermission. Net violation against Hawaii. And a point for Cal Poly. The Mustangs winning set 3, 25-15. They're now on 13-6 here in the 4th. I mean, this thing has been turned on its head.
It really has been.
You'll see a backside to Granado. Over the double block, got a touch. The Rainbow Wahine trying to climb out of that pit.
One of the hardest things to do is come back from that intermission down 2-0. Cal Poly, you got to give them credit. They answered the call, to be sure, in every way, shape, and form. Better serving, better digging, better blocking. Basically just outplayed the Rainbow Wahine here for a set and a half.
May have been an out ball played by Mika Dixon, and it's an ace. Granado at just the right time as Hawaii trying to mount a comeback here in the 4th.
Serving the substitute.
And she has had the serve locked in. She's been really good. Remember, 6 of the 17 aces, which was a team record against Cal State Fullerton on the road. Pass tight to the net outside. Adley Van Winden with the left hand hitting that one. Outside, it's Castillo. Not a lot of power behind that. The dink by Tori Van Winden. Diving save, Yosia. Two-handed over by Granado. Dixon kept it alive, but only momentarily. So how interesting was that? You had moments of players staring at the ball on both sides, but it would be Hawaii getting the point.
It wasn't a pretty play, but a point for Hawaii nevertheless.
The Rainbow Wahine within 4. Granado, that one tickled the tape. Outside, Adley Van Winden blocked. Punched over by Jackson. Yosia, back row set to Granado. Soft touches it over. Here's Tori Van Winden from the back row, played by Burns. Kahakai, bump set to Castillo. Great dig, Tori Van Winden. Here's Adley the dink. Popped up in the air by Kelsch. Back row set to Granado. Here they come.
Now that was playing some good volleyball. Hawaii looking sharp in transition there, to say the least.
Timeout Mustangs, 4-0 Rainbow Wahine run. They're back in it. Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center. Signs of life from the Rainbow Wahine. A 4-point run to get back to within 3 here in the 4th. Again, Hawaii winning the first 2 sets. Got smashed in set 3, though, on what was quite the turning of the tide by the Cal Poly Mustangs, 25-15. Trailed by 7 just moments ago before this 4-0 run. And McKenna Granado behind the service line. And this team will just mess with you.
Watch for one of the Van Windens to get the next set.
I think that's a safe bet.
Yeah.
Granado goes down the line. First touch by Dixon. Right side, it's not one of the Van Windens. Diving save by Yosia on the Jackson swing. Granado from the back row. And that's another kill for Mac. 17 for Granado.
She's lighting it up right now. Doesn't normally hit this many balls out of that pipe set on the back row. This is very unusual.
It's hitting 302 for the night. Pair of service aces. Half a dozen digs. Tori Van Winden with the pass. Gets the set from the back row. And she pulverizes that one.
She showed Pac-12 type hitting there. Until she played in the Pac-12 for a year at UCLA with swings like that. That was impressive.
All Pac-12 first teamer last year with the Bruins, helped lead UCLA to the Elite 8 in the NCAA tournament. Middle set, it's Burns. Two-handed in the air by Broker. Outside, Adley Van Winden. Two-handed up by Yosia. Bump set goes to Castillo. Diving layout save, Tori Van Winden. Adley got stuffed by Burns. Kept alive, though. Tori Van Winden from the back row, off the block and down. How about the defense that Tori is playing behind the line?
She plays terrific defense. She's a great beach player. My prediction is that someday she'll be playing on the Pro Beach Tour internationally.
Hawaii got it to within 2, but Cal Poly right in the ship, back up 4. Outside, Castillo off the block and down. Castillo now with 7 kills. On 28 attempts, she's hitting a .07.
Here comes Maglio, maybe Hawaii's best blocking rotation here with Kelsch, Castillo, and Maglio up front.
Get the serves in. Kahakai obliges, and it winds up with an opportunity for Hawaii. Mags in the middle, didn't get a solid strike on it. Back row set, Tori Van Winden finds the floor.
Van Winden is now the counterpart to Granado. All broken plays seem to be going to those 2 players hitting the pipe out of the back row, and Van Winden has such great vision, great volleyball IQ. She's been playing for so long. Just as part of the fabric of the family.
And that was vintage beach right there. You just referred to it.
Yeah.
Brosek Granado with a blast, but it's dug up by Dixon. And then Mags with the stuff on Neiman in the middle. Emily Maglio now with 8 blocks as a Hanaho to her career-high 10-block performance last night against the Gauchos.
Pretty impressive.
High ball set to Tori Van Winden, blocked and roof. Mags in the middle of it all again. I mean, to have a player that can change the complexion of a match just by putting up the wall at the net. It is such a luxury for this Rainbow Wahine squad.
You know what's really impressive is that early on she chose to play some beach volleyball, which wasn't one of her strong points. She could have taken the spring off. Instead, she started playing, became an All-American. It's one of the reasons why I think she's so good now.
Kahakai trying to chase it down, not going to get there. That was nuclear off of the palm of Tori Van Winden.
Tori Van Winden showing that she can bring the heat not only from the back row, but she's got some heat in the front row. Going OTT on that one. Over the top.
17 serving 14 here in the fourth. You'll see it high and away. Castillo block kept alive by Noreen. So outside it's Maglio. She's dug up by Adley Van Winden. And then Grayson on the second touch was able to handcuff Castillo. That may have been an out ball. Crowd trying to urge the home team on.
And something this crowd really does well. They sense when the Rainbow Wahine are struggling and see if that urging on helps.
Granado from the back row. And she may have been on the line. Yes, a back row attacker is called. And that's a point for Cal Poly.
Illegal back row attack across the 3-meter line.
There it is.
Yeah, even though she tried to turn her foot sideways there, that's what the good back row attackers do. They don't come in with the foot straight forward toward the other side of the net. They turn it sideways at like a 90-degree angle. She couldn't turn it sideways enough.
Second time she's been tagged with that violation tonight. Cal Poly by 5, trying to send it to a 5th. Castillo trying to prevent that very thing.
First pass, so that's Castillo.
Tight to the net, Bryson. The block was not formed, and she took advantage.
Give a lot of credit there to Taylor Nelson, who intercepted that ball from going over and put up a nice set for Bryson. Well executed.
Savannah Neiman will serve. Played by Maglio in the front row, but Yosia able to clean up the spill by winning the overpass joust. So Hawaii hanging around. They're down 4. But if they're going to make a move, it has to be now here in this fourth set. Guinasso with the serve. Sends it deep down the line. Right side, here's Tori Van Winden. OTT once more.
Again. So impressive. It's high, it's hard, tough to defend. Kill number 17.
Had just 7 kills.
Make that 18.
Yeah, had just 7 kills to the first 2 sets. She has come alive since the intermission. Granado sends it long, no touch. Point for Cal Poly. And a timeout taken by Robin Amos Santos. Might we be looking at a 5th set here tonight? It would be fitting with these 2 front runners in the conference. Hawaii preseason picked to win the Big West. They are the 2-time defending champs. Cal Poly, though, preseason picked to place 2nd and receive 2 first-place votes in that preseason poll. Let's check in with Ryan Kalei-Suji. Ryan.
Hey, thanks, Kunal. Well, in between sets 2 and 3, Sam Crossan told his team, look, we have to make 3 changes. 1, we have to start talking. He felt communication was a big breakdown. 2, he said mentally we are just not focused. And 3, we have to stop shooting ourselves in the foot. He challenged his team saying, in order for us to beat a team like Hawaii, we're going to have to adjust. We're going to have to make some changes. In fact, emphatically telling his team those 3 points need to happen. They need to communicate, they need to be smarter, and they need to stop making errors. Going into sets 3 and 4, Crossan continued to remind his team of those 3 elements, and it's certainly helping for the Mustangs. Back over to you.
Thanks a lot, Ryan. They also have the power of Ryan Kalei-Suji Bachi on their side after the intermission, if you recall. Ryan commenting that he hoped it would finish in 3.
I think he was double parked. He didn't want to get a ticket.
Whatever plans you had after the match, Ryan, cancel them, because this just might go to a 5th. Of course, there's always going to be that long connection with Cal Poly, right? This is the Stan Sheriff Center. Stan Sheriff, the former athletics director here at the University of Hawaii, is in the Cal Poly Sports Hall of Fame, was an All-American center for the Cal Poly football team back in the 50s. Granato out of the timeout, unleashes to try to keep Hawaii afloat.
Broker was right there. Wow. He was just hanging in there. You take McKenna Granato's line away, so she goes cross court and goes hard. Broker almost popped it up.
18 kills tonight for Granato. That matches her output from last night. Outside, Bryson dug up by Ross. Yosia high and away to Granato. There's Broker again. Dig number 21 for her. Hawaii on the attack. They go right side to Kelch. We haven't called her name in a while.
Nice back set from Yosia. Going away from Granato, who was on the left side, and going to the second choice, Kendra Kelch.
18 serving 22. Yosia. Perfect pass by Adley Van Winden. Block in the middle, though, on Nikki Jackson, courtesy Natasha Burns. And a little 3-point surge by Hawaii to get back within 3 here in the late stages of set 4.
Burns with her 4th block on the night. He's putting up some good numbers for someone who, especially for someone who did not start.
Yeah, it was Sophia Howland getting the start at the other middle position, opposite Emily Maglio. 19 serving 22. It's an overpass. Burns is going to play it. Yosia goes outside. Granato against a solo block. And it'll be a Hawaii point. Double hit called against Cal Poly. And a timeout taken by Sam Crossan. Looking up at the scoreboard, the Rainbow Wahine have fought their way back within a pair. So we are going to keep it right here. Let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank.
Well, we're going to take a look at Kendra Kelch, who's on the right side, right there. And she is going to be getting the set. Yosia knows that Burns could be set. Granato's on the outside. Instead, was the Cal Poly block late getting there, ill-formed as well. And so she goes to actually, Yosia goes to option number 3, and option number 3 takes care of it. And that's how it works when you spread out the wealth.
Well, as we mentioned, this is a Hawaii team that will mess with your emotions and your cardiovascular resolve. They were down by 6 just moments ago. They've ripped off 4 straight. Well, they lead 22-20, do the Mustangs, trying to push this to a 5th set. But as you mentioned, as time has gone on, because Hawaii has put itself into tough situations with slow starts, They have experienced a lot of 5-set matches. They have experienced a lot of rallies and comebacks, and here they are trying to still make this 4th set interesting. Serving 22, you'll see out of the timeout. Perfect pass, Tori Van Winden. Back row to Adley Van Winden. And Natasha Burns says, ole.
Natasha Burns picks up her block number 5.
The all-Canadian connection in the middle for Hawaii. Burns and Maglio paying dividends. You'll see it. Pass tight to the net. Oh, and Taylor Nelson was able to catch Burns off guard there. What was a slight overpass by Tori Van Winden.
Smart play that time by Taylor Nelson. Sign of a real veteran. When the outsides aren't working, the back row attack's not working, go ahead and take it in their own hands.
Mika Dixon, that one tickled the tape. Kahakai sets up Kelsch against the double block. Point Hawaii.
Kendra Kelsch has got 2 blocks. She just challenges the block and picks up yet another kill. Kill number 7.
How important is this serve here by McKenna Granado? Floats it. Tori Van Winden with the first touch, gets the set in the back row off the triple block and down. Aloha ball for the Mustangs in the 4th. She is so difficult to handle.
Really a special player, to be sure.
19 kills for Tori Van Winden to match McKenna Granado's production. Aloha ball, right side, Kelsch, blocked. Diving save, Granado, are you kidding me? We play on. Adley Van Winden ends it. And we are going to play a 5th set here at the Stan Sheriff Center. Cal Poly able to flip the script after going down 2-0. And so the top 2 teams in the Big West Conference will play a decisive 5th set when we come back.
Welcome back to the Stan Sheriff Center here in between sets 4 and 5. Joining me now, Dave Shoji. Dave, your thoughts going into this 5th set?
Well, I think we need to really try to control the back row attack by Van Winden. She's really hurting us, and we got to get Maglio involved. She hasn't had many attempts, I think, in game 3 and 4. So, you know, let's get her the ball. You know, I think we got to serve a little tougher. We're not getting them out of system, so to speak. So, I mean, the 5th game's always kind of a roll of the dice, too.
How much of an impact do you think Tori Van Winden has had on this team? You saw her last year when she played at UCLA, obviously making an impact out here tonight.
Well, she's kind of the go-to, and especially in the back row. I thought that I didn't know she had that capability, but, you know, we got to try to just put 3 up or maybe pull off the net and dig it. I'm not exactly sure how we should stop it, but we got to do something about that.
You missed coaching in Game 5 right now? You wish you were out there?
Well, Game 5, like I say, it's kind of like just let them go, and because it happens so fast. You got to get off to a good start, though, and you know, hope we can do that.
All right, thanks, Dave. Back over to you, Kanoa.
Thanks a lot. Well, everything that Dave described, those were things that Hawaii did with effectiveness in the first 2 sets, but as he alluded to, they sort of got away from that. Certainly the amount of opportunities for Emily Maglio and the serving, getting Cal Poly out of system, they were doing that with precision in the first 2 sets, not so much the last 2.
Exactly. The tricky part about set number 5 is you're getting aggressive, too aggressive with the serve. You don't want to be giving away any free points either. So you want to serve tough without making an error. Hawaii looked much sharper, though, there than the last part of set 4. They should have some confidence going into set 5.
Yeah, maybe giving them a bit of a propulsion here into the 5th. We'll see. Savannah Kahakai with the serve to start set number 5. Outside, Tori Van Winden off the block, kept alive by Castillo. You'll see it. Back row set to Granado, the dink. Easy pickings for Neiman. Outside, Tori Van Winden. Maglio got the first touch. Here's Kelsch. The soft touch. They'll play on. Mustangs go to Tori Van Winden. And she gets the point. A little too much of the dinkin' and dunkin' on the Hawaii side of the net.
A lot of conservative play. Even Van Winden was playing conservatively there at the beginning of that rally. And Van Winden with now 20 kills on the night.
5,252, the announced numbers through the turnstile tonight. They're getting their money's worth. Here's Castillo, the roll shot. That one hit the floor. And so Hawaii gets its first point. We're tied 1-1 here in the fifth. Opportunity for the Rainbow Wahine, if they were to pull this off, to improve in their RPI standing. You have Cal Poly coming into this match 28th in the nation in RPI this week. Also just outside the top 25, leading the others receiving votes category. Tori Van Winden, a couple of cracks at it, and the second time results in a point.
You might be able to dig her once, but it's rare you're going to dig her twice in a row.
21 kills now for Tori Van Winden.
Each coach has 2 timeouts in the fifth set. Each coach has 2 challenges remaining as well.
Tori Van Winden hitting 315 as well. Here is Granato. That one slowed up by the net. Bryson, roll shot right there is Anderson. You'll see it. Sets up Castillo down the line and in.
Castillo mostly a cross-court hitter. That time, the blockers were taking her cross-court, so she says, fine, I'll go down the line. Not much room there, but boy, she did a nice little shot. That was something I don't normally see of Casey.
Pretty gutsy, challenging Tori Van Winden down the line as well.
Yeah.
Backside, here's Tori Van Winden over the double block and down. She has been unstoppable in the last 2+ sets. Nice pickup, I would say, in the offseason, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean,
Sam Cross said, oh, you got an email came across his desk, and he would look into it.
Oh, the serve goes long, though, and we're tied again at 3. Yeah, that was a Kevin Durant-like acquisition in the offseason for Cal Poly.
Exactly.
Gianna Guinasso now in and back to serve. Hawaii winning the first 2 sets tonight and doing so fairly soundly, at least in the opening stanza. Things have been completely different since the intermission. That one tickles the tape. Outside, Bryson blocked, but it goes out. Point for Cal Poly. Just inching along in the fifth.
Bryson has really picked it up after hitting negative and then hitting flat. 0-0-0. Now she's got 10 kills, hitting almost 200. Good comeback by Rayanne.
How about Cal Poly for the match now, hitting 240?
Inching their way up to their place where they're usually comfortable, around 300.
By Granato. You'll see it goes middle to Burns. Thought she got a touch. Tried to slice it wide. The player is urging Robin Amos Santos to challenge the touch. And I think she is going to do just that. Burns was pretty emphatic about the fact that that got touched. Robin still has 2. This will be her second, so after this, 1 more challenge remaining.
Exactly.
So not the worst idea just to go ahead and roll the dice on the challenge and see what you get.
Exactly, and if any camera's gonna pick it up, I think the net cam might be the best one to take a look at what happens. Hard to tell there.
Quick look. And they will call a touch. So a good challenge by Robin Amos Santos. At the urging of Natasha Burns, and we're tied at 4. How big was that?
That was huge.
Instead of 5 serving 3 Cal Poly, it's 4 all with Hawaii having Noreen Yosia behind the service line. Also should be noted, Emily Maglio staying in the rotation in the back row, giving them another offensive option. Out of system. Bump set. And getting it down is Nikki Jackson. Found Maglio in that back corner. It was a little too much for her to handle. May have possibly been an out ball.
Yeah, I thought it might have gone out, but that's a tough call. You gotta play those balls that are close, especially in the 5th set.
On a broken play, Jackson, flat-footed, able to get the kill. Here's Broker with the serve. Burns. Dug up, outside, Adley Van Winden off the block. Right there is Kelch, so Yosia sets up Maglio from the back row. Broker pops it up in the air again. 22 digs for her. Adley Van Winden, right there is Yosia. Kahakai goes right side to Granado, was a little too far, and she hit it into the pin. And the Mustangs go up 2.
I like the change to have Maglio play in the back row. Good strategy, I think, by Wahine Santos. Do something a little different. Change things up.
She calls a timeout, though. Hawaii down 2. Welcome back. Stick around for the Heineken postgame show coming up right after the match, as our corner crew will break down all of tonight's highlights and stats. There will be a lot of conversation about this, regardless of the result. But right now it is Cal Poly having rallied back from down 0-2 in the match, leading by 2 in the 5th. Awkward first touch there by Kelch. Granado able to go cross court and in at the most opportune time for this Rainbow Wahine team.
Broken play. 2 blockers up. Granado with no approach. And that arm gets his Hawaii their 5th point. Amazing.
The bionic arm of McKenna Granado. By the way, 6th 5th set match already this season for Hawaii. They are 2-3 in such matches. 2nd for Cal Poly. High hands dug up by Granado. Yosia sets up Kelch, double block up. She tried to go high hands as well, no touch. It sails long. Point for the Mustang. Only time Cal Poly went to 5 was earlier in the season against Wichita State. They were able to win that one. Only 2 losses this year came to Washington and Oregon. At the time, 2 top 15 opponents. Castillo off the block. Diving save Broker. Tori Van Winden, the dink. Returned back over the net by Kelch. Outside, it's Adley Van Winden, the dink. One hand save, Yosia. Granado from the back row. Dug up over the net, Burns. Couldn't put it down, knuckled back across by Tori Van Winden. Here's Kelch. Dug up by Dixon. Tori Van Winden hammers it down to end a long rally. And Cal Poly gets to 8 first, and they will swap sides as the Mustangs have the advantage, trying to beat Hawaii for the first time since 2006.
This is so reminiscent of how Hawaii was against Big West teams the last 4 years with Nikki Taylor. How a rally would go on and on and on, and finally she would get the good set, and she'd find some way to go over the top, down the line, somehow get the shot that would kill the rally and win the point. Van Winden, Tori Van Winden is the same way.
Well, once again, a test of character and grit for this Rainbow Wahine squad. Cal Poly has shown its depth in that regard. And Hawaii musters something here in the 5th. Down 3. Kirsten Sibley is dug up. Middle set. Neiman saved by Kahakai, but nobody had her back. Point for Cal Poly. They're up 4. And Rabanamo Santos signals for a timeout. Hawaii down 4 in the 5th. Welcome back. Rabanamo Santos challenging her players in the huddle during that last timeout. They trail by 4 here in the 5th in a match that they led 2 sets to none and looked impressive. But it has all gone south since then. The Mustangs with the advantage. You'll see it from her knees. Bump sets Castillo. Oh, heavy-handed that time by Casey Castillo.
Broken play out of system. Castillo just finds a way to find that corner spot. Area 5 was all hers.
23 kills for Tori Van Winden to lead the way for Cal Poly. 20 kills for McKenna Granato to lead the Rainbow Wahine. Here's Tori Van Winden off the block and down. Maglio again with her 10th block of the match to tie a career high set 24 hours ago.
She's amazing.
So a double-double performance for Maglio.
Could be one All-American against another again. Maglio versus Van Winden here.
10 kills, 10 blocks for Mags. Right side, Adley Van Winden. Got it down. That dink has been effective. You know, they were bringing the heat throughout the match, but the last couple of sets, they've gotten Hawaii a few times on that.
And Hawaii struggled with getting that dink. Not only getting it, but sometimes it drops to the floor. Other times, it's not dug up well where you can get a run of play.
Castillo puts the pass on the money, gets the set on the outside. Block kept alive by Kahakai. Right side, it's Sibley. Through the block, dug up by Adley Van Winden. Here's Tori from the opposite position, through the block and down. Kill number 24 for her. And this is starting to get dire for the Rainbow Wahine.
They're softening up Van Winden on one side and Bryson on the other. Two really good pin hitters.
Middle set, it's Maglio. Diving save, Adley Van Winden. Grayson through the block and down. There's a lot that has been said about the Van Winden sisters and what they are able to accomplish offensively, but what they have shown tonight defensively should also be recognized.
I totally agree. They're showing their beach digging skills. I give a lot of credit to Caroline Walters. That's what she's the defensive assistant coach who's done an amazing job.
And that's going to be a lift called against Sibley. Point for Cal Poly. Kendra Kelsch will come into the match. And the Mustangs closing in. Yeah, Caroline Walters, who's been with this Cal Poly program for 9 years.
Now the associate head coach, actually.
Yes, got promoted to associate this past offseason. Castillo, Hawaii needs it desperately. Now Maglio, returned by the Mustangs. Maglio again. Tori Van Winden blocked.
And Broker there again to save it.
Now Hawaii with the advantage. Yosia goes right side. Kelsch off the block and down. But it is a mountain to climb in front of the Rainbow Wahine at the moment.
And swing by Kendra Kelsch there, but down 5 in rally scoring when the game is only to 15. Ooh, it's tough.
They have to play error-free. Bryson, past the block again. We talked about the four-headed attack of Cal Poly, and we are starting to see now all 4 of those entities making their presence felt.
Yeah, they weren't all firing the first 2 sets, but since then, all 4 of them got it going on.
Aloha ball for the match for Cal Poly. Castillo, dug up by Adley Van Winden. Easy pickings for Maglio, and it's not quite pow yet. Casey Castillo will serve. Every serve has to be in. Right side, Tori Van Winden, dug up by Kahakai. That's dig number 16 for her. Castillo from the back row. Right there's Adley Van Winden. Sister Tori now with the swing. Right there is Anderson. You'll see it outside. Granato. Broker picks it up again. Adley Van Winden dug up by Anderson. Yosia sets up Granato. High hands, Broker there. Here's Tori Van Winden for the match. And Cal Poly rallies back from down 0-2 to defeat Hawaii for just the 5th time in the history of this series. And the first time since 2006.
Got to give a lot of credit to the Mustangs, their coaching staff, for saying something at intermission when they were down 0-2 and not looking very good. Hawaii was playing well. And they came out absolutely on fire. Everything they touched turned to gold. And of course, Van Winden, both Van Windens fired up. But giving him credit to Bryson too. She started playing well. But Tori's the one who really took over the match.
So heartbreak for Hawaii. One that will leave a lot of scars when it comes to what might have been. Scott Robbs is with Robin Amo Santos.
Thanks a lot, Kanoa. Coach, I know that was a very difficult one for you. Up 2-0, you guys seem to be in control, and then intermission comes, and it's a whole different ball game.
Yeah, I mean, I went in there. I know we were up 2-0, but I know my team. So we went in there. We didn't stay. I don't know if you guys noticed. We didn't stay in there long. I wanted to come out here and get their feet moving, so they don't get all relaxed. And I tried to do the opposite and stay in there. I came out here. I told them get moving. What else can you do?
Well, you just head back to the gym and get ready for another road trip for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's all mental. We pass all the time. They pretty much served us off the court the last 3 sets. Go back and pass more balls. I guess that's what we got to do.
Thanks, Coach. All right, guys, back over to you.
All right, well, let's check out the Bank of Hawaii players of the match. And for Cal Poly, Tori Van Winden, as advertised, 25 kills, hit 312. Remember, she only had 7 kills through the first 2 sets and then just exploded. Also a double-double performance for her with 13 digs. McKenna Granado, she played admirably, 20 kills, hit 232. A block, 8 digs, and 2 service aces. But Chris McLaughlin, this one will sting for a while. Hawaii sees its 9-match win streak snapped. Cal Poly extends its winning streak to 11 matches. And the Mustangs now sit alone on top of the standings in the Big West Conference.
Yeah, it really puts a lot of pressure on Hawaii now to run the table as far as the other matches go. And when they go to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, it puts a lot of pressure on them to turn the table.
So what does Hawaii do now? Because, as I mentioned, this one will leave some scarring, and now they have to hit the road again. What do you think the main message is this week for Robin Amo Santos and her team?
Well, I think what Robin said in the interview was perfect. She said, we got served off the court. We didn't pass well in that last 3 sets. And so I think they've really got to do a lot of passing and look at their passing formations possibly, and maybe moving their passers around. There's a lot of things you can do. You can put 4 passers in the lineup as opposed to passing with 3 passers. Sometimes you can pass with only 2 passers. So there's a number of things that they can do strategically, but I really think volume of passes right now is probably the best thing they can do when they get to the gym.
Part of that, what might have been thinking, also comes from the fact that they proved just how well they can play against the team that is expected to be their biggest challenge in this conference. Through those first 2 sets, it was a Hawaii team that was doing just about everything right, and then it all went wrong. Hawaii, again, sees its 9-match win streak fall, and they now fall to 11-6 overall, 5-1 in the Big West Conference. Meanwhile, Cal Poly 16-2 overall. They are 6-0 and alone in first place in the Big West. That will do it for us. Don't forget about the post-game show. They're going to break this one down. Fantastic 5-setter, and what a comeback for Cal Poly Mustangs. For Chris McLaughlin, I'm Kanoa Leahy. Until next time, everybody, we say aloha from the Stan Sheriff Center.